The Curses of Vodou Part 2, Breaking Ties with the Sons of Ham. In The Curses of Vodou Part 1, we gave you an overview of the Vodou religion that, in point 1, Vodou seeks to intermeddle with other religions. In other words, Vodou worship has one philosophy, that is, to make Vodou worship compatible with other religions. For example, one can be a Christian or a Muslim and still worship idols. Secondly, Vodou religion is the belief that you are free to worship anything around you because there is a spirit in them. In point 3, unlike our Hebraic religious practices, Vodou has priestesses instead of priests. And here you have a Vodou priestess indecently dressed compared to a Hebrew priest fully and responsibly dressed. In point 4, the Most High in Vodou religion is a female versus Yahweh, who is male in our Hebraic religion. From this point, from here, you can almost see that something is wrong. So in point 5, Vodou is a religion of Ham, an African religion from Ham to Mizraim, Egypt, Put, Cush, and all the rest, not a Hebraic religion. This is where the line is drawn, and this is why Yahweh pronounced a curse on any Hebrew, any Ewe, any descendant of Abraham, Isaac or Isaac or Jacob or Jacob who gets wrapped up in idol worship. Wherefore, we want to begin this part 2 of the curses of Vodou by showing you first the ancient Hebrew, the Ewe word that was translated in the English language as curse. It is fi. Okay, it literally means rob, to rob. Okay, it is curse in English. Fi, in fi, you have the f and the e. F is number 15 of the ancient Hebrew revived complete chart, and e is in number 3 of the ancient Hebrew revived complete chart. The f, it means to dominate, to trample, to go, a flight or to flee or to wander. And the e means continuous, going, running, suffering, wind, scatter, spread. So if you put both letters together, fi, rob, without any reference to any book, okay, what is a curse? What happens to a person when he or she is under fi? Okay, a curse. Look closely at the letters. Okay, continuously dominated. All right, continuously dominated, continuously running, continuously fleeing, continuously trampled, continuously spreading, continuously scattered. That is what happens to a person under a curse. And speaking of the diaspora of the Hebrew people or of the Ewe people in general, the word for to spread out is kaka. Okay, kaka is letter K or K, and this is an example of that in nature. A root. Ewe or ancient Hebrew letter K, it means to spread like roots. And here you can see the how our people spread out into the rest of the world. Some of our people fled and spread out into Europe, okay, from Ghana northwards. Others fled into the African continent southwards. Some of you, even now, we have heard, have your suitcases packed, ready to take another flight out of America because you are scared going and going. Whatever happens from whatever happens between moving from point A to point B is just details. So if you are a descendant of Ham, we don't care about what skin color you are. Hamu is what they call themselves, regardless whether you are black or white, red or yellow, you are free to worship your idols. Okay, we are not trying to take your religion away from you. However, if you are a Hebrew, you are an Ewe, according to Deuteronomy chapter 27, the curse, as I previously mentioned it, has already gone out. Curses pronounced on from Mount Ebal. And Moses commanded the people, the Hebrew people, on the same day, all the 12 tribes, saying, "These shall stand on Mount Gerizim to bless the people. When you have crossed over the Jordan, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Joseph, and Benjamin, and these shall stand on Mount Ebal to curse Reuben, Gad, Asher, Zebulun, Dan, and Naphtali. And the Levites shall speak with a loud voice and say to all the men of Israel, Cursed is the one who makes a carved or molded image, an abomination to the Lord, the work of the hands of the craftsman, and sets it up in secret." All right. And all the people shall answer and say, Amen. And then in Deuteronomy chapter 28, we read verse 15, "But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh, the Lord your Yahweh, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses, okay, the fee, continuously dominated, continuously trampled, continuously suffering, continuously fleeing, continuously wandering, all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out the foot. Your enemies will pursue thee, okay, the foot. Smitten before thine enemies, you will be smitten before thine enemies. They will trample you, and flee, you will flee 7 ways before them, again continuously fleeing, okay. Verse 29, "You shall be only oppressed and spoiled evermore," right? Continuously, yeah. Oppressed, again trampled and dominated evermore, continuously. Thy wife, thy house, thy vineyard, thy ox, thy ass, sons and daughters shall be violently taken away, all right? the curse to rob. Okay, you will be robbed from before, they will be robbed and taken away from before thy face. Verse 33, thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed all way. All right, continuously. All of this is going to happen to you. Verse 35, the Lord shall smite thee in the knees and in the legs, all right, the foot, with a sore botch that cannot be healed, from the sole of thy foot unto the top of thy head. Thou shalt go into captivity. Okay, you're gonna go into a foreign land. Verse 46, and they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. All right, the curse continues. It continued from our fathers, and it wraps us up. Verse 48, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. Okay, ayadudu, sufferings. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he has destroyed thee. Okay, that is the curse. Okay, if you go with the letters without any dictionary, without the Bible, the letters define it for you. Continuously in trouble. Okay, come out of her, my people. It is time to separate from the sons of Ham who worship and serve idols.